They're doing, challenging themselves to extreme. Steph Curry, we've seen a lot of the videos doing stuff.
Yeah.
To be excellent at something, this is how you have to challenge yourself. He can't challenge himself by dribbling a regular basketball. No, he's going to stand on two while dribbling two. He's got the best dribbling skill. Isaiah Thomas told me he thought he had the best
handles, right?
Ever.
No, he does. He's got the best handle ever, and he's one of the top 3 or 4 finishers beneath the rim ever. Like, as far as spin he can put on the ball, not just dribbling it, but English on a layup. But you did see what Jenna did there, right?
Yeah.
Jenna did the thing people do on the street all the time. Walk up, ask you a sports opinion, just so they can give their
own. Hey, man, what do you think about the Giants this weekend?
Because here's what I think about the Giants this weekend.
No. We are not moving on until I tell you this guy walks around with 7,000 numbers. How are you? Let me tell you how you are. 3 out of the last 4 days at 44% this rate, and that rate with 22%, 0.9 carry the one. You do it all the time.
You know how I know you're lying? I ain't never asked you how you doing. I don't care how you doing.
You're the worst.
You tried, Jill. You showed up.
Time for stories to start your morning. It's a very small corner I live on when opportunity presents itself. Brought to you by the unexpected energy of ExxonMobil. Washington travels into Dallas on Thanksgiving Day for an NFC East showdown on Fox, with Dak Prescott calling this a must-win. CC, are the Cowboys the team to beat in the NFC East?
Yes. It's like... I'm going to tell you what it's like. This ain't my problem. It ain't a problem I ever had, but I had buddies told me, man, I want to go to prom. I ain't got no date, and my choices, they ain't pretty. Which one you going to go with? I ain't going to give you the attributes, or I'm not going to do that, but you got to pick one. I'm picking her, Dallas. My brother Butch liked Dallas. Disappointing the last 20 years, too, bro.
Listen, it is, yes, they're the team to beat. And yes, it's partially because of what they do. Excellent defense, spectacular running back, but it's mostly because of who they're up against. Dallas would not be the second best team in any other NFC division, but they probably are the best team in the NFC East. Colt McCoy's the quarterback in Washington. Philly's coming apart at the seams, and the Giants started 1-7. So
man,
Dallas probably got to be.
We have on Friday if Colt McCoy goes back to Texas,
right,
and upset the boys.
Speaking of the NFC East, the Eagles suffered their worst loss ever by defending champ, falling to the Saints on Sunday. Philly safety Malcolm Jenkins said he was embarrassed, and the demeanor of the team bothered him. See, what'd you make of what Jenkins said, how he characterized this team?
I've been knowing Malcolm for a long, long time, and he is a great leader. But I'm man, this losing in the NFL, it sucks. Everybody's getting paid, but you're really getting paid to win. And coming to work, you're miserable. And the way Sean Payton, the former team where he won the Super Bowl, embarrassed him personally at the end. Took out some. He's the only starter in that secondary. He isolated him one-on-one outside, 4th down, late in the game, up 30 points, and threw a big touchdown on him. It's embarrassing. You can see his frustration, and you can see his frustration with the teammates.
Yeah.
As you talked about this, Nick, I believe that Malcolm, what he expressed in that press conference, he said to them privately.
In weeks prior, I would imagine that coming off the bye, when they were 4-4, coming off a win, potential to go run away with this division, or at least catch Washington, win the division, Malcolm Jenkins had some heart-to-hearts with some underperforming teammates. And they responded by having their 2 worst games of the year since then. And so now he's gone public. This is Malcolm Jenkins, break glass in case of emergency moment. We got 3 straight games against divisional opponents. Washington just lost their quarterback. We're alive, but we have to totally change what we've been doing.
All right, and the Chiefs-Rams Monday night offensive explosion was the must-watch game of the season, unless, of course, you're a fan of defense, with Texans all-pro safety Tyrann Mathieu saying the game was tough to watch as a defender. CC, what do you make of the Honey Badger's comments?
Of course. I expect Honey Badger. But Honey Badger also, he's playing with the Texans. He got J.J. Watt, who'd have something to say about that. So as a defender, you're sitting there watching this game thinking, man, I would have an impact on this game. I'd be able to stop them from throwing to the tight end, throwing to these running backs, or make a play on the football to be able to change the game. Or the pride that you personally take that they're not going to go up and down the field, have 500 yards of offense and 50 points against my team. So I believe that that's going around throughout the league. But I just thought Monday was just a special case of the best what the NFL has to offer this year. Now, I don't believe it's going to play out in the playoffs that way. I don't believe that teams are going to be able to run up and down the field on teams, because as the weather changes, and Nick's pointed out as far as the teams in the NFC, what their climate might be, the teams that have home field advantage, or they're going to be able to play inside, that being the Saints and or the Rams, compared to the AFC where it could be Kansas City, Pittsburgh, New England, all colder climate.